Dear friends, welcome again. Our presentation is AI, Artificial Intelligence in Law. Friends, thank you very much for your attention. Yes, now yes.
Okay, so I say that thank you very much for your presentation. It was
Thank you.
really informative, and I said that it was, it's a complimentary webinar and we have limited time, and I hope that
Yes.
in the future we will have a more intensive course with you and maybe educational kind of webinars. We will announce this to our participants. Yeah, thank you very much. And now,
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you very much. I'm going to share my screen and do my presentation about Russian Federation. So thank you for joining today's webinar once again. I will try keep the session practical and easy follow without overloading you with theory. Let's start with a bit of context. I previously explored the topic of artificial intelligence in the Russian Federation during my 8 hours intensive course organized at the Ankara Bar Association. By the way, as I mentioned right now, I'm planning to open a new group for this course soon, and I will be very interested to know in which language you prefer to attend in, maybe in English or in Russian or in Turkish, for example. So here's a brief information about me. So there was no single framework at that time. It was a 2024. And honestly, the same situation existed globally. Most countries relate to ethical guidelines rather than binding legal rules. Everything changed with the adoption of European Union AI Act, as dear Adil mentioned right now. This is the first comprehensive law regulation AI system. It came into force August 2024 and introduced a simple but powerful idea. The higher the risk, the stricter the regulation should be. This approach has influenced legal thinking worldwide. Now let's move to Russia. In spring 2026, the Russian government introduced a draft law on the fundamentals of state regulation on artificial intelligence technology. This is the first real attempt to create unfilled legal framework for AI in Russia. First, it defines the basics, key terms, general principles, and how the system of regulation will be structured. It also introduced risk-based approach. AI systems will be evaluated based on the things like what they are used for, how autonomous they are, whether they affect important legal decisions, what kind of data they process, and what harm they could potentially cause. It's really similar to European Union AI Act.